Often, we are our own worst critic. When we feel anxious or frustrated, we tend to talk to ourselves so harshly than we'd find it acceptable by anyone else. For some reason, we think criticism will make us or motivate us to do better. We tend to be more of a perfectionist than we normally are. Instead of talking to ourselves with self-compassion, we raise our standards of our behavior as a defense against our feelings and our emotions. In simple words, when things get tough, we tend to blame, shame, or punish ourselves. Why is that? How many of you here often think, hey, let me try to be kind to myself today? The knowledge that you are there for yourself and that you will be there for yourself, no matter what, is what we all actually need. It helps you to take risks and try harder. And this doesn't mean that you're soft pedaling any of the negatives or denying the fact that they exist. It means you are forgiving yourselves, you're forgiving your imperfections so that you can move on to do better things. I started to learn the power of self-compassion in my early 20s. And just like everyone else, there were times in my life where I felt lonely, betrayed, and insecure. There were times when I felt the whole world is on one side and I was on the other side. I found myself at several crossroads in life where I had to learn to teach myself to make choices that helped me to stop fixing and start living. One of such painful yet rewarding experiences that I've had was my fight with acne. I remember the day that I stopped striving for the most unattainable goal of having flawless skin and start focusing on my healthy diet and my healthy mind whilst being kind to myself. When facing tough emotions like this, I try to, and I encourage you to, take a moment and have a non-judgmental observation of your own thoughts, your feelings, and your emotions. We try so hard to change ourselves, but we need to understand that there are factors beyond our control. When things get overwhelming, instead of suppressing them with denial and defeat, confront them. When you look at yourself in the mirror and you do not like what you see, accept the bad with the good and with a compassionate attitude. Many people dismiss self-compassion because they think it flies in between their ambition and their hard-driving attitude, because they think those are the driving factors for a successful career and a successful life. But being self-compassionate doesn't mean you cannot have an ambition or you cannot push yourself to success. Self-compassion actually motivates you to go to your goal whilst you're being kind to yourself. Someone I mentor recently came to me very frustrated with the question, what did I do wrong? Why I am not getting the promotion that I deserve, that I've always wanted? So when I asked him what happened, he went on to say how this project was a great success and how the major part of the project was because of him and how his boss dismissed him when he raised the idea of promotion. Livid with anger, he went on to say he should not have worked hard in the first place because he would not have gotten the promotion anyway. A few seconds later, he went on to say, maybe the boss was right. Maybe he doesn't deserve a promotion. A few seconds later, he started to victimize himself. Why are these things happening to me? Now, this is a very common scenario that happens to most of us, including me, in academics, in our daily life, in our personal relationships, at work. How do you activate self-compassion in the heat of the moment? You can start by beginning to acknowledge how you feel, the anger, the frustration, how you treat yourself being a victim in a state of doubt. Begin by acknowledging that you are not alone. I am sure all of us here have had those friends who who were in distress, who came to us for help, and how we were there for them. Self-compassion is a very simple reversal of a golden rule. Learn to love yourself more like how you would love your best friend, with warmth, with kindness, and with love. When you shift your mind from a threat state to self-compassion, you're more likely to be calmer and to be able to write that beautiful proposal, one that builds on your project's success and one that exhibits your leadership traits in terms of stress. When you start doing this shift, you will begin to acknowledge that failure is inevitable, but also the best teacher that helps you to stop avoiding the situations and start exploring them. On that beautiful note, I will end this with my favorite quote from Oscar Wilde. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. So start to love yourself more. Be there for yourself in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, because you're worthy and you're wonderful. My name is Haritha, and I wish you all a great day. Thank you so much.